Hi, Jacob. I literally just popped on. No way, you just checked? That's so funny, Hawa. I literally just clicked the button. Well, you can tell. I don't know if you can see how many people are on here, but there's only 9. So that's how, like, you know, like if I just popped on. It takes a while for, I feel like I guess like you said, not everybody gets notified, right? I don't know how to change that, or maybe there's something in my settings, but I don't know. I never really checked. Hi, Lily. Oh, that's so funny. Hi, Cece. Thanks, girl. I painted them. I actually painted these. They're the pink ones. I was like, out of nowhere, I'm like, I want to paint my nails red. I told you guys I wanted red. When I bought these, I was looking for red. All they had was pink. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm getting the pink. And then today I was like, you know what? Before I take these off, which is going to be soon, they're growing out, let me paint them red real quick. Hi, Sabrina. How are you? Let me tell you something about painting these babies. It's so easy. Painting, like, I've done this before, like, painted over my nails, like my fake ones, like the press-ons. They paint so smooth, and you don't get them really on your finger. This is what I always say. You know what, Scott? I know you're trying to think you're funny, but I could technically be a grandma very soon. My kids are older. But when I paint my actual nails, that's always messy. It washes off. You wash your hands a few times. It's funny when people say things like, oh, hi, Grandma, or they'll say like, oh, I can't tell if you're 80 or 40 or 30. And it's like, dude, you know how many times we've seen these things on our TikToks? Anyone who does these TikTok lives, whatever, like, you see these things all the time. It's so repetitive. At first they were funny. I used to laugh, but now I'm just like, oh my God. I'm a grandma today. I'm a grandma again. But it's like, oh, it's always the same thing, Hawa, right? It's like the same, it's like different people too, but the same jokes all the time. Can you remind me on how to move to a better state? Yeah, Lily. So, you know what's so funny about that, Lily? When you're trying to shift the momentum to feeling better, there's so many things you can do. So for me, I'm trying to think of something. So what's funny today, I posted this in the membership, the Patreon, is that what I said today was I shift the momentum so quick by saying happy thoughts, happy life, happy thoughts, happy life. And I just kept repeating that over and over again. Because all you have to do is feel good, right? But sometimes we get lost, right? We get taken down by something silly. It could be something so silly. The best thing to do in those moments when you feel yourself panicking is to literally just soften your body and relax your body. That's the best thing you can do. The best thing you can do in those moments. But if you're not quite wrapped up in it yet, you can shift the momentum so easily. You can put on some music. You can go take a ride somewhere. You can, get up and move around your house, clean your house. You can shift it quicker. But if you feel like you got lost in it too much and you start to panic, I always say relax your body. Always relax your body. Also, though, like reminders are important too. Remind yourself that there's nothing going wrong. There's no problem. Everything's going according to plan too, Lily. So the combination of when you're panicking, the combination of reminding yourself there's no problem, everything's going according to plan, there's no problem here, even though it might feel that way. There are no problems. Everything's moving me to what I want, and just relaxing your body will help you settle into that moment. Every circumstance is a little different because sometimes it's just a thought that pops up. Sometimes you're actually doing something that you really don't want to do anymore. It doesn't really serve you anymore. It's just an old story playing out. It's an old belief playing out. Some are more dominant than others, but it's all about working with those moments, doing whatever you can to work with those moments. So if you got, like I said, if it's heavier, I always say just relax my body, and I say there's no problem here. There's no problem. There's nothing I need to fix. Everything's going according to plan. This very moment is moving me towards what I want. I just have to find a way to relax my body and work with this moment. You're literally working with that moment to keep yourself in flow. And like I said, sometimes it's literally just dropping your shoulders. And that's enough. That's keeping you in flow. I know how I so agree, girl. So this morning I was in my head. I don't know why. I'm human. We're all human, right? And I laugh at those moments now, but like all I said was wait, because I know now you only need to feel good. You only need to feel good to move towards everything that you want. You will move towards what you want in rapid speed. Me and Emma were talking. Hi, Emma. Me and Emma were talking this morning in the Patreon about how like when you step away from social media, your world clears up. It's easier to stay in a feel-good energy because there's so many things that can shift the momentum for you and trigger you. Even if it's just an old memory or an old thought or an old something, like it can just pop up and it can trigger something. And you're like, what the heck? Like that was just because I scrolled for a little bit too long. Like it's okay. I always say like 1 or 2 pop-ups on my TikTok and then I'm done. I love now that I've been following a lot of scenic things like vacation spots and places to visit. That's what pops up on my TikTok now when it goes on. Like that's automatic now because that's what I've been scrolling. So make sure you're just keeping it more fun, more light. So that's really what pops up on your news feed. You don't understand. We don't understand the power of our minds. None of us understand how powerful we are. We don't understand that we are creating our own experience. We are literally the creators, me, myself, and I am the creator of my own experience. That's how powerful I am. And what I focus on is what I continue to experience. But now we have these tools. Now we know. First, now we know that we create our own realities. We know how powerful we are. And now we have these amazing tools to keep us in alignment. And that's all you ever have to do is keep yourself in alignment. Hey, Mike. Oh, I love that, Ben. Even me last night. Sometimes I get asked a lot of questions. Sometimes every now and then, more recently, I have a lot of people that don't understand my message and don't understand that we create our own realities, and they're trying to figure out, and I get it. And a lot of them like are asking these questions that I don't feel like answering anymore. Like I've already answered these questions over and over again, and it's like I'm wasting my energy now because now I'm moving towards more things that are in alignment. I'm starting to really feel good and manifest things for myself. I don't feel like doing this anymore as much. Like I kind of just want to jump on and talk about positive things and just chat with you guys and move towards more things that'll keep us in alignment. Not so much trying to explain how this all works and you are the creator of your own reality. And because sometimes I'm wasting my energy and people just, oh, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. Like when it comes to like hot topics, like our world and the news and that stuff, I just do not feel like getting into. Well, we have to focus on that in order for it to change. And it takes me so quick out of alignment. Like, no, it doesn't work that way, and trying to explain it. And it's just so exhausting for me anymore. Not anymore, Mark. Not anymore. I am still sensitive. Like, I'm still human. Like, Mark just says, I don't get mad anymore. I will say that. let me be honest, Mark, I was never really one to ever really get mad. I'm not trying to say I'm an angel, but my anger was always, people would laugh at me because when I would yell at my kids, they'd say, that's you yelling at your kids. Like, I always had a soft way about me, like in that way. I would say more so I was the opposite. I was more sensitive to what other people said to me. I would take it personally. I would take things like I would be like, that would upset me. So I had to more so, I never really got mad. I really wasn't an angry person. I never liked to fight with people. So being angry was not me. That was just not who I was. I didn't have to try to overcome anger. I had a life full of, people would say, drama. My past with my parents and my dad and my parents passing away. So I overcame that. I knew that being angry does not serve you. But I will say that when it comes to me more so, I had to get over the being sensitive towards what people say. Like I said, I ain't perfect, but I was never really, I just never wanted drama in my life. I never wanted to fight with anyone. I always just wanted peace and everybody to get along. Like, that was always my personality. But I sometimes would be sensitive to what people would say, especially getting on here. Let me tell you, brave souls on TikTok, because you have to really learn how to be strong, because you have to understand that not everybody's going to understand you, and you can't take things personally. And most of the time, you perceive it completely wrong too, right? We're just through messaging and these types of comments, you could be taking something totally out of context. Somebody may be being very genuine and asking a very honest question, and you could get triggered by something so easily. So it's really just about calming yourself down in those moments, taking a step back and saying, okay, no matter how I'm perceiving this, I'm going to use it to my advantage to help others get clear on whatever this topic may be, right? Thanks, Cece. Because it really is all perceptual. This year, I'm really protecting myself. Yes, Ben, it changes everything. When you step away, thanks, Cece. I'm in mine. I'm like, did I say thank you to Cece? It really does come down to just cutting a lot of things out, because you know now, like, listen, what I focus on, what I give my attention to, it's just going to stay in my experience. And if it triggers you at all, that's why we say, like, we have control over a lot of things. We think we don't have control. We don't have control in that moment over a lot of unfavorable stories that are very dominant. But things on the news, you can shut that right off. You can stop scrolling through your social media and stuff like that. Like, that is so easy to step away from. So there is a lot of things you do have control over. Now, the dominant stories that are playing themselves out, that's where you're going to practice non-reaction. That's where you're going to do the relaxing practices, the calmness practices, and they'll just fade out of your life. Literally, they do. They fade out of your life. You get to a place where you are more in a positive energy. And you're getting it. You're like, whoa, all I got to do is be in a positive energy. And you're not hiding from the world. Like I always say, like, I love my family. I love my life. Like, if anything, I've always had good relationships with people. That's nothing I really had to work on, with all this manifesting stuff. Of course, there's a few things here and there, but you still want to be able to live and be, you don't want to, like I watched Abraham, somebody posted in our Facebook group today, an Abraham video, it was so good. I don't know if Bobby's in here, but it was, I don't know if you've seen it, anybody that's in the Facebook group, but she talked about how, like, it's not about sheltering yourself. You could just focus on just what you want and your manifestations, and that's it, and meditate, and those things will come into your life. But that's not really living. Like, you really do want to be out in the world living your life and be able to be stable and secure. So it's more so about practicing being stable and secure within all the time, letting things go, not letting things affect you for long, learning how to do those types of things so you can literally enjoy life all the time. No matter what's thrown at you, you can make the best of it. So that's what I've learned through this as well. And that's basically what I did for a while. And then I started really focusing on what I wanted. I didn't do that right away. I did it at first, but I realized it was a rabbit hole because you find yourself unhappy still. So I was able to manifest no problem, but you're like, why am I still not happy? Everything's going to lead you back to happy and feeling good now. Everything that we know now with all this information out there, we create our own realities, how to do it, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff is really just it's all this, it's all this. Because all you have to do is get in a good energy. You don't even have to know exactly what you want. I found that out too, because people say you got to be so clear. Well, you're not going to be really clear at first, because you're very limited at first. You're settling at first. So the more you feel good, you get more clear. Everything's here and now for you to experience. So you just knowing I get to experience whatever I want, my most abundant timeline, is enough. And by you feeling good and practicing feeling good, you start to become aware of all the possibilities that are here for you. And you gain the knowledge of how this reality works. Hi, Alan. What do you do when you feel that is not? It will not be hard. You can't love anyone. Yay! I'm so happy for you, Mike. I'm literally so happy for you. I'm so excited. I didn't understand, Anna. You says what do you do when you feel that is not coming? Like, I don't know. Do you mean like your manifestations? I'm in a point in my life where I'm going with the flow. Oh, I love it, Lily. That's the best place to be. That's my life, literally. I don't want to be anywhere but in that type of energy. It's just going with the flow of life. That's pure freedom. So, there's so many misconceptions about relationships, Sunny. I just started a new thing in my membership, and I think the reason why you think you can't fully love someone is because you have a lot of stories there that are blocking you from thinking you can fully love someone. So I don't really buy into that. Detach yourself from a relationship. You have to just detach yourself from the unfavorable stories about being in a relationship, because you can fully be in love and fully love someone and get that in return. You can. That's how a relationship's supposed to be, Sunny. So I don't really believe in that, oh, I'm too overly attached to them. You can, like I said, it's okay to fully love someone in a relationship. Like, I love you so much in a relationship. But it's all these stories, the unfavorable stories, that are saying you can't do that. Does that make sense to you? I'm just now starting a new thing in our group about relationships. There's a lot of stories out there. There's a lot of opinions out there about relationships that really stop us from living a really healthy, beautiful, amazing, powerful relationship. So what you want to do is you want to focus on yourself, Sunny. Really focus on yourself and feeling good on your own and filling up your own cup, right? That healthy relationship will manifest, and trust me, you're moving towards it. But really, what I always say is focus on you, feeling good on your own, being your own source of happiness. Like I said, filling up your own cup, doing things that you love, finding that happiness within. And then guess what? You'll manifest somebody that is in that same energy, because everything is a mirror. Everything's reflecting back to you. But don't listen to too much stuff outside of you, because there's a lot of stuff out there that will have you thinking that that's not possible. Start writing what you want. Start writing down what you want in a partner, in a relationship as well. What you want, only what you want. What do you want in a relationship? What do you want in a partner, right? So start writing those things down and focus on you and feeling good on your own. You can have whatever you want. Hi, Faith. So you said I have high expectations for relationships and then get mad. And I know that isn't right. Well, you should have high expectations. But like I said, it starts with you, right? And getting rid of all the blocks that say you can't fully love somebody. Because like I said, we have so many stories. Like when you start to fall in love or love, you have all these crappy stories, or you pick things up from other people. People start talking about, my relate this, that. We complain. So it's really about alignment with you first, and coming into alignment with yourself, and then you can start to get clear on what you really want in a relationship. How did your, hi Linda. Sonia, this all started for me actually when I went back to work. So I was always home. I was home with my kids. I was always happy. I had let me tell you, I manifested a great life. When I went back to work and I was buying into society's programming of, like, I felt the pressure of going back to work, doing my part. It was so overwhelming because not only was I a mom and doing all that for my kids, but like I was working, and I couldn't find the balance. I couldn't find the balance. So for me, it was hard. Like, that gets me emotional because I felt like everything fell apart. Even now, my kids are just reflections of me, right? But even I seen things falling apart for them. And so it was just very overwhelming for me. So that woke me up. That woke me up. I said, this can't be it. I can't working these long hours, coming home and trying to be a perfect mom, perfect wife, perfect. I felt all the pressure. So my whole world fell apart beautifully, but it really woke me up to how we're so programmed. And I always say, I believe that I asked for this in some way, shape, or form to be able to help others, because I always was a happy person. So I had to find happy again. Also break down my fear-based belief systems and all the programming that I was taught growing up, right? So focus on yourself, Mark. You got to focus on you. You got to focus on feeling good on your own, filling up your own cup, knowing that the relationship is a bonus to your life, right? It's an added experience to your life that can be beautiful and amazing, but it starts with you, Mark. It starts with you being able to feel good on your own. Everything starts with you. Everything starts and ends with you being happy on your own, being able to be happy on your own, being able to just be happy, a happy person, right? And then you will manifest those things into your relationship, healthy relationships, right? Healthy, fun, positive experiences. That's basically what I help people do. That's what my practices do. They help people get into alignment, happy on their own, understand that you don't need anything, but those things are part of this experience and they're bonuses to you being in alignment. Linda, now come on, you know better than that. That can pop right off in a minute. Do you know how many times I fluctuate with things and like my weight slightly and working out, not working out? Listen, for the 5 days that I don't work out, those next 5 days I work out even harder, but I feel like doing it. There's a difference. Don't stress about stuff like that. Like, oh, I gained a little bit of weight, because you know how easy it is to take it off. Think about all the good things that are going on, right, Linda, in your life. Like all the stuff you're doing, the reading and the writing and all those amazing things, right? It's really, Mark, just about doing these little practices. I have a lot of things that I help people with. It sounds really silly, but it's all energetic practices, like relaxing practices, doing things that relax you, meditation practices, which is just taking pauses throughout the day. Trying to think of some of my other ones. Being aware of your mood is important and easy. It's an easy way to check in with yourself, is by checking in on your mood. Like, am I in a good mood right now? Being kind to others. That one's huge. Out in the world, when you're out and going through the drive-thrus and passing by people and in the stores and just smiling and being. Now, I just want to be clear. Like, I don't go in the grocery store and I'm not like, hi everybody. I'm in my own bubble when I'm in the grocery store. Certain people I do, like the lady at the checkout, like I have a connection with her. I smile before I leave. But let me tell you, when I'm in the grocery store, nobody exists but me. But when I'm in the drive-thru and it's a one-on-one interaction, I'm like, hey, how are you? How's your day? I'm always super pleasant and super kind to others. If I like walk past someone and bump them, or if I have to get by them, I say, excuse me, and I'm just kind in that way. But I ain't walking around trying to like, hi to everybody. I'm just not like that. I know, Lily. For me, that's what I say. Like it's fun for me to work out. I enjoy working out, but I only do it when I want to do it. I'm not going to do it if I don't feel like it. I don't do anything if I don't feel like it. Because that's walking through quicksand again. That's what, like, I want to do it. No way. I love that, Hoa. I have it around my waist, the black one. So now I told you guys, did you wash it? When you wash it, it's even softer and nicer. I love it. Now with this black one, I haven't washed it yet, but I'm trying to stretch out the neck because I watched videos on how you can cut it. I don't know if I want to cut it really though, because I actually like the hoodie. I like the way it fits, but I'm trying to stretch out the neck just a little bit because I kind of want it to be a little bit off shoulder. So I'm just like every day I'm kind of stretching it. You'll find a balance, Linda. You'll find a balance with all of it. Just think, you have a lot of amazing things happening right now. A lot of amazing things. And I personally see you all the time, and I think you look amazing. So I'm just telling you from my side, when we do Zooms, you look amazing to me. So, hi, I. It's Lily, it's from my link. My hoodies. I'll show you this one. This is the black one. I personally like the light pink. I like the black too, but this is the black one. This is a small, and it's a nice fit. It's a good fit. It's not skin tight. It's a hoodie, but I like to tuck it under. I don't know if you like to do that, Helwa. But I like to roll it under. Like it's not. Do you know what I mean? Like I roll it under, and I am not a big sleeve person, so I know it bothers me when this is how weird I am. I don't like when my these get stretched out because that drives me crazy, but I also don't like long sleeves. So I roll the sleeves up all the time. So they're going to get stretched out. Like, I know, I'm weird. So yeah, I roll the sleeves up and then I roll it under. This is horrible. I'm the worst, Matt. I think it's 40. I think they're 40. I don't know. They could be like 38 something. I know I should know that. They're mine and they're in my link and I already bought 2 of them. I should know. But I'm going to say 40. I told you guys, I just click, I want this. I'm buying this. I'm buying this. And I got mugs too, but I didn't get my mug yet. I'm excited to get my mug. I'm waiting for it to show up. So I like insulate it. I made a mug already. I didn't sell it because it's not insulated and I want insulated. So I have a mug coming saying, relax, have fun, it's done. I think they're like $13, which I thought was pretty decent for an insulated mug. I thought that was pretty good. And it has a handle and everything. Yeah, I know how, I think I want to get one that's really big too. I like having that option of having a big hoodie as well. Like when you're like, I always picture like when you're on vacation at night and you get your big hoodie on, you know, and you have like, it looks cute. It looks cute, like a big hoodie. So I'd like to, and I think that would be easier to get the neck stretched if like you had a bigger size. I know, Mark. I do have it everywhere. I have relax, have fun, relax, have fun. It's done everywhere. Oh, yes, girl. Exactly, Hawa. Looking at your picture, though, you look so tan. I gotta get a tissue. I don't know why my nose is running. How to save a life. Is that distracting? Is that too loud? I did not. Is it Friday? I didn't know it was Friday. Happy Friday. Hi, Juggernaut. That was a filter. What? That was a. Oh, does it? I know. TikTok. Is it a TikTok filter? Do you ever use your regular camera? Like when I do like zooms on here, and I didn't pick this song. Did I? This must be playing on its own. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. That threw me off guard because like I have a playlist, but this isn't part of my playlist. It's a good song, but the best advice. The best advice, it has to be from Abraham. I guess it would be, I don't know. I never know how to answer those questions. None of this is real. Like, you don't have to take any of this I guess don't take life too seriously. Oh, I love that picture though. Even though it's only small when I click on it. That is so cute. I know, I was saying that I have like such a mix of music. Like, people always say, who's your favorite artist? And I'm like, I don't really have a favorite artist because I like all kinds of music. I never change my pictures either. Like when you look at some of my things, it goes back from so long ago. Like update my profile pic and all that. Like my Facebook group one is still the same. Everything's still the same. Do I do karaoke after about five alcoholic beverages? Yeah. Do I sing it in my car by myself? Yes, 24/7. But karaoke in front of people, usually after about 5 drinks. Then I'm the best singer in that whole place. Right? I believe that. It's so funny because it's all like, it's music. It's not about like, if it puts you in a good mood, that's all that matters, right? It doesn't matter the lyrics and stuff like that. For me, it doesn't. For me, it's good music. I just like listening to it. Oh, I love that, Claire. You know, that's one thing, Mark, I never got into. Let me tell you, my whole family loves country music, and I just never could get into it. I don't want to listen to just because you know what it is? That's all they listen to anymore. So it's like whenever I hang around them, it's like that's all we're listening to. Like I like a mix of music. I like all kinds of music. So it's like not people, but I feel like anyone that's now into country music, it's like that's all they want to listen to is just every country song and like that's the only genre where I like everything. So I like I like different music that pops up, that pops up, that pop. You know what I'm saying? I like country certain songs, don't get me wrong, like ones that I'm like, oh, I like that song, but I don't want to listen to just straight country. I want to listen to all kinds of music. Yeah, like I actually like the radio. I mean, I'll have a pretty good playlist of mixed music, but I like the radio because I like flipping through the stations because you always get a surprise. You're like, oh, I haven't heard that song in so long, right? Oh my God, I haven't heard that in so long. My last concert was, I think it was Taylor Swift. Like back in the day, Taylor Swift, not Taylor Swift today. Back in the day. I'm pretty sure. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, it was Taylor Swift. Hey, Sincere. Oh, that's so cool, Mike. My son's, he's very musically talented. My oldest son, he was playing the piano. I can't even tell you, like at 2-3 years old. I'm not exaggerating. He had every instrument. He's done every instrument. He's played every instrument. He does a lot of beats and all kinds of like background music and stuff like that. I want him to pursue it, like keep moving towards it. I throw out little hints every now and then. I tell him that he made a lot of my meditation sounds. He's really good. And I want him to move towards that, but I don't want to pressure him. Who knows what his plan is? Like, I don't like to think that I know what's best for them. He knows what's best for him, right? But every now and then I'll say, like, oh, are you still making your music and stuff like that? He's a very quick learner when it comes to music. That's why I say, like, you know, he didn't do well in school. He was like me. But musically, that kid could learn anything and knows music, and he could teach music. That's how good he is. He learned on his own. And that's where you go, like, back to, like, how we're so programmed to be a certain way. And, like, he had so many amazing talents that never really he got to do in school because it was all learning. Music was, like, 20 minutes of the whole day. So, like, you know, he never even got to show, like, what he moved towards what he really loved to do, which was music. You know what? It's catchy, Faith. I keep hearing it on TikTok. Beyonce's. I haven't listened to the whole thing. I keep saying I gotta play that song to hear the whole thing, but it seems catchy, right? Do you like it, Faith? Yeah, I don't go. I know. I don't connect. I don't resonate with doctors, and I just stay away from it as much. And I know my belief systems are so far away from a lot of people's belief systems. I just believe I'm very healthy. I don't really have I don't want to go. Like, I don't want to go to the doctors. I'm not afraid to go to the doctors. I just, even when other people talk about certain things, I don't resonate with that. Like, oh, you got to go for this and you got to go for that. And to me, I don't resonate with any of that. I just don't have those belief systems. And I know a lot of people don't understand it, so I keep a lot of things to myself because I just have a very, I guess, like, I really do live in my own little bubble of beliefs and thoughts. Yeah, because everything's a belief system, right? So it's like, if you believe that something's affecting you and you start diving into that, you're going to get evidence of it. You're going to find evidence of it. If you research, you'll find evidence. And then if you go to the doctor, they're going to prove that right to you. If you're convinced enough within, everything's reflecting back to you. And I know that. I know how this all works. I know this stuff. So for me, I don't even go there in my mind. I heal myself if I have anything. It goes away on its own. And I don't get sick. I'm healthy. When you're in a good energy, and I remember Dolores Cannon saying this and coming across this a lot. She says if you're she didn't say high energy, but I look at it as that you're not going to get sick. You can't get sick when you're in a high energy. Yeah, so we had good beliefs, right, Lalani? I know, it's so calm, isn't it? Oh, Emma, that is so amazing, girl. I love that. That is so powerful. Emma said, I healed myself from an incurable disease a few years ago. And you know what, Emma? These are the things this is what inspires people. Like these little, I know it feels, that's huge. That's huge. Because you know what it takes. You know all that relaxing and all that settling into that. I know too, because I've been there. I'm not incurable. I've never had anything incurable, but I've had things where I had to keep settling and just to not focus on it, right? Hi, Tail. Yeah. So just think, it's because, Linda, that's your truth. Like you said, I do believe in high energies, but I don't know why. Because that is your truth. Your true nature is pure positive energy. Now, when we come down here, I say come down. It's the best way I can explain, because it does feel like down, because it's heavier, it's denser. To have this experience, this is just an experience you're having. That's all this is. It's just a fun game you're playing. It's pretend. It's literally pretend. It doesn't feel that way because we've been programmed. In a way, we've lost our power due to a lot of things that don't serve us now. And our power got taken from us. So I don't like to say it like that. It sounds so intense. It's really not when you realize it. And the more you feel good, you take your power back and stop reacting to things and stop, really just reacting. You take your little by little, you keep taking your power back, and you realize how powerful you are. You realize how powerful your focus is. Your focus and your attention and your energy. What you focus on is what you continue to experience. And the more that you just relax and you stay calm and you just flow through life, keep yourself in flow as much as possible, you slowly start to step back into your power and realize that you are the creator of your reality. Like, I create everything in my reality. I am the creator. My thoughts, my beliefs. I say how it goes, right? No one else. Now, that's the thing, is that everybody else is having their own projection too, right? They're having their own experience based off their beliefs, right? And it's very easy. People are very convincing, even when they're not in higher energies. Their life experience has made them convinced that it's this way. So you can listen to something and come across something and really say, you know what, they're right. I've had that experience too. And now you're starting to buy into something that really is not the truth. So the more you do these types of practices and you feel good more of the time, you will not buy into other people's belief systems. You will know that you're supposed to feel good. You will know that. Oh, and I love that. Me too. Me? These are my teeth, baby. They're not even straight. Listen, people think my teeth are like, they're not perfect. They look it on here, but they're not. They're mine. You know what, Emma, to your question, when I was young, I was so afraid to be sick. I didn't like to be sick. So I used to go within a lot and relax my body. And that's how I would start to feel better. Like I never really got like super sick because I was always like relaxing and going within in those moments when I was little. I talk about that a lot. So I think I've always had that belief as well. Hey, Christine. Bye, Mark. Yes, we are so powerful, right? Yeah, I appreciate that. I think certain lightings, they look a lot better than others. I'm not trying to put myself down, but it's the truth. Like, I always say, like, I'd like to go get them, like, straightened and more straightened, but then I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if I want to start getting into all that kind of stuff, right? Like the cosmetic-y stuff. I've had bonding on my teeth, though. Even when I was young, I've always had bonding. Hi, JC. How are you? I'm going to go get my refresher now. Move on to the next drink. Yeah, I got to go to the food store today. Did anybody ever try the Poppy sodas? Do you ever see them on TikTok? I see them in my food store though. They're just called Poppy. I don't know why are they different than regular soda, but I want to try them. I want to try them. Listen, TikTok sucked me right in because I really do want to try them. Is it Starship? What makes it different? I tried the Olipop Helwa. I tried the strawberry cream. I liked the grape. But I want to try the now this one's loud, this song. Oh, Emma, I'm reading your message. I love that, girl. That's so amazing. Is that what it is, Starship? Even the other ones, the poppies? So the poppies are like that? Okay. Rosalie. Is this my Rosalie? Because there's no picture, so I can't tell. Okay, I'm gonna try them. I did like the grape, what is it, Olipop, but I want to try the poppies. Hi, Brenda. Oh, hi, Rosalie. Yeah, I want to try them. I love soda. I love it. Like, I just really like soda. I cannot not have soda in my life. So, like, I want to just try different types and different things. Sam. Yeah, I used to do this all the time, Sam. So this is something I used to love. I used to love to do my hair real blonde in the front and then real dark back here. But then I would be more blonde. This is very dark for me. I've never had my hair dark this long, ever. I don't want to have it too loud. It's like blasted. I have orange right now and root beer in my fridge, but I also have my Coke from McDonald's. I got two in the fridge. The Dr. Pop tastes so similar to Dr. Pepper. Okay. I'm not a Dr. Pepper girl. I used to be. I drank so much Diet Dr. Pepper at one point that I cannot drink Dr. Pepper anymore ever again. My daughter loves it. I used to love it. But I think because I drank it so much every day, like now I can't. I tried it recently. Not recently, but because my daughter gets it all the time. And I'm like, I don't like this at all anymore. You know why? I don't like diet soda. So now when I drink regular Dr. Pepper, it reminds me of diet soda, Diet Dr. Pepper. I drank Diet because I was always on a darn diet my whole life. I was always on a diet. Hi. Hey, Kat. What's your great news, JC? Why'd I say it like that? Tell us. Oh, yes, exactly, girl. Exactly. Yes. Girl, I used to do this all the time. This is so big. You know, no one else would get this, but I get this. What JC just said. She says, my coworker passed a virus to me, but I see it as an opportunity to slow down and relax more. Definitely. This is how I used alcohol. I love, like, every now and then going out, having a couple drinks with my friends. But the next day I would be tired. But I'm like, this is great. Now I'm just going to rest and have a lazy day and relax. It gave me an excuse to relax. Like, you can use anything to work in your favor. That right there is keeping her in flow. Just by saying that. And she knows what she knows now. She knows how this all works. She's always moving towards best and better. But because she picked something up, whatever, now she's using that to keep herself in flow. I get to relax now. I get to rest now. I get to take it easy now. That's what it's about. Yeah, that's a part of my playlist. Isn't that awesome? Yes, that's exactly what it is, right? Just to keep you in that flow. That's the thing, like that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what you do in that moment. All that matters is that you keep yourself in flow. And that's what people don't always understand because we're so used to fighting against things, defending ourselves, and fighting against this moment that is actually moving us towards more of what we want. So by just being agreeable at times and just saying okay and keeping it light, you're actually moving yourself more towards what you want. So it really takes a lot of understanding of how this works for a lot of us because we are so used to and being programmed to be defensive and fight against this movement. But you'll actually move towards more amazing, abundant things, blessings, Because you got to remember, it's all old stories playing out. You got to have that reminder that anything that's happening that maybe you're like, oh God, I don't like this, or I don't want to do this, or this is uncomfortable. It's literally just an old story, circumstance, experience playing itself out still from your old beliefs, from your old thoughts. So the more you just relax in that moment and go with the flow in that moment and become, it seems like you're being agreeable in that moment, that's what keeps you moving towards best and better. That being in that type of energy. And it doesn't matter if you make a mistake. Like, people tell me this all the time. We had someone in the private Facebook group just say, like, I vented, I did this, I reacted, and I said, it's okay, because you can make everything work in your favor. There only is this moment. And in that moment, when you panic, guess what? You go into a friend is exactly what your guidance system had you do. So you could relax, because that was your path of least resistance in that moment. The point of it is that you do move out of those types of things. You just keep doing the practices, and you won't get yourself to that point. And if you do, you know what to do. Okay, you went to a friend, no big deal. Listen, I've done it all. I've done that. What it does, the only thing is that their beliefs are different than yours, because you're moving more towards different, more positive beliefs, unlimited. And most people in general don't have the same belief. Nobody really has the same beliefs as you. So sometimes they'll bring it up, right? And they'll be like, how is everything going with that? And you're like, oh shoot, I moved past that already. And they're still bringing up this old story. That's all it does. But when you're aware now and you're like, oh, it's good, everything's fine, you can move on from it. So venting isn't the worst thing in that moment. It's what you're doing. That's your path of least resistance, what you're doing to release resistance. So it's actually your guidance system kicking in at that moment, saying, all right, this is what we got to do. You got to release this resistance. That's why a lot of times you cry in the beginning, and you won't cry all the time, because you're more in control of your emotions. But at first, it's easy to get lost and spiral. So crying serves you tremendously in the beginning, because you release resistance. It's your path of least resistance. The thing is you're always moving forward, though. People don't get that either. Like, you can't go back. You release resistance, you keep moving forward. It doesn't matter what you do in those moments to release resistance. What matters is that you released resistance. There only is this moment. There only will ever be this moment. You know what you want is done. You're always moving towards it, right? So everybody is where they're at, and everyone's going to hear my messages differently. For a while, I was saying no venting, no complaining, right? And that's where I was with I was getting a lot of that on my comments. So I had to make it clear, like, guys, you really want to practice going within and quieting that down and relaxing. Then I was getting a lot of people saying, like, oh no, I vented, is that okay? And I have to tell them it's okay, because what happened was you spiraled, you panicked, and that right in that moment was your path of least resistance. But you want to continue doing the practices where you relax your body, you soften your body in those moments so it doesn't get to that point. But if it does, it's okay too, because you can't make a mistake. You can never make a mistake once you know what you know now. That's key. That is key in this. Yeah. And sincere, like, the thing about it is that, like, you will get that back from even people in your experience currently too. I mean, yes, things fade away, but things are always changing, right? You will get that back from your current circumstances, people, places, and things as well. Doesn't mean you're not still moving towards best and better. But the thing about it is everybody is going to have different belief systems. All of us have different belief systems. But we can still come together knowing we want to move towards the positivity and happy and healthy relationships and a good life. But I can still have that with everybody, even in my current reality, right? You can bring the best out of anyone and everyone. But like I said, you are going to be still continuously moving towards new things, new people, new experiences as well, right? My big thing is you can't really run away from anything, because you take yourself with you everywhere you go. So when we think that, like, oh, I got to get away from these people, you just find those people in other people. You find those same characteristics and traits in other people, because it's only you and your beliefs. So once you understand that, you can go anywhere in the world. You can go anywhere because you're more confident, you're more secure and stable in your beliefs. It's really about becoming stable and secure in your beliefs and what you believe, because you could be around a million people and they could be talking about plenty of stuff that you're not into, but you're okay because you're like, that doesn't resonate with me. So you just go within in those moments and it doesn't affect you anymore. You know who you are, and that's it. You just know who you are. And that's so freeing. That's so freeing. If somebody is in you, well, you own the room, Cheryl, always. So it's really about you using that to your advantage to stay in a good energy. Go within, calm yourself down, relax your body. Keep yourself so use it to just do the practice. That's what I would say in those moments. Use it to do the practice. Get very calm, relax your body, soften your body, because it's all you. If it's still affecting you, you have to continue doing the practices, because I can have anything or anyone be slightly off to me, but I'm staying in my good energy, and guess what? They're going to match it. That's how I know how powerful I am, because they will sway towards me, or they disappear, they walk away, or I just don't see them, right? So it's really just practicing, doing the practices in those moments. Because you got to always remember this, that everyone else is having their own experiences as well. So if you're affected and getting upset and angry at them being in a mood, well, guess what? You're in their reality. You're jumping in their reality. So you're having your own and they're having their own, okay? And they're next to you and they're like, my God, that, and they're angry and in a mood. And you're like, oh, they're getting on my nerves. Guess what? You just jumped in their reality. So now you're taking on their beliefs. So in that moment, you're just sensitive, so you have to relax your body, calm yourself down, say, no, I can still feel good no matter what. I can still feel good no matter what. And you have to do the practice, relax your shoulders. So I use those moments to help me stabilize my energy, calm myself down, relax my body. I know who I am. I like to feel good. I choose to feel good no matter what. So I would do it to do the practice, right? Does that make sense? Hi, Thomas. Exactly, Christine, exactly. Yes, it becomes fun. So Christine just said it's fun to practice it now because you see how powerful you are in those moments. If something is slightly off, you get to stay in that good energy and that loving energy and have compassion. Like I always have compassion for others because, we're all human and not everybody is going to be in alignment all the time around you. They're not, but you can change and shift the energy on your own. You can do that by staying in a good energy and maintaining that good energy, right? So for me, I just quickly remind myself that, whoa, I can do my practice now. I get to relax, I get to stay calm, put on a song I like or sing a song in my mind, and I just kind of go my own. And I understand. Like, someone try to pop up on my thing. I understand, and again, it's working with those moments as well. Think about it like that too. I always say working with it, right? To not make it worse for me, because I want to stay in alignment, right? So like, I'm not going to be annoying either. Like if someone was like off near me, I'm not going to be like, and be annoying, because that's not serving anyone in that moment, right? I'm just going to chill. I'm going to be chill. I'm going to be relaxed. I'm going to stay in a good energy, right? Do you know what I'm saying? So like, because that would be mocking them and being annoying. So like, it's all about me. I only care about being in flow all the time. That's for me. I always want to be in flow. So I do whatever I can do to stay in flow. So if someone's off, I'm not going to start talking crap in my mind, because that doesn't keep me in flow. Then I'm arguing, I'm resisting that moment. I'm not judging them, because guess what? We're all human, and we all have different thoughts, and we all have different beliefs. I'm just going to use it to do the practice of relaxing my body, calm myself down, and just be pleasant and soft and kind in those moments, because that keeps me in flow. So any way you can work with that moment, that person, any way you can work with it, think about working with it as a team, because you can bring somebody out of that moment. That's how powerful you are. Exactly, Christine, exactly. I know it does start to become fun, and they don't take you down like they used to. Like it's just an old story playing itself out. And even if it does for a second, it's okay. I know what to do. I get to strengthen this practice again. I get to keep myself in alignment. It's to me now when anything happens that still is continuing, I'm like, "Oh, it's just making me more secure. It's making more stable." Like I get all of a sudden, I always said my TikTok is so clean. It's so positive. All of a sudden, I've been getting more questions, people asking questions that really don't know and understand that they create their own realities, which I get, and I want to help them. But I almost, for a moment, was like, I don't even know if I want to keep doing this anymore. Like, it's exhausting to me. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Like, I more so just want to live my life as the example. All right, if you're interested, get my Lazy Manifesting. Go to Facebook group where you guys answer the questions. I love our Facebook group. I don't even have to answer the questions anymore that people have, because you guys are so in alignment and you guys get it that honestly I'm just like answering the same things you guys answer. So really at this point I don't have to answer anything in Facebook group. That's why I said, did you guys see I said like I love you guys, because like I'm serious. Like I don't have to answer any question. People are new coming into this stuff. I don't feel like I have to really answer anything, because you guys answer it and you answer it the exact way I would answer it. So and you know, it's funny, JC, like when you say that, but I learn from you guys too, because I like your perspectives. They help me too, because there's so many different ways you can perceive something in a moment. It's all about how you perceive it. One little thing someone can say to you, oh yeah, I get what you mean, and then you can release all your resistance and move on from that. Like I used to say that it don't matter what you say. It could be the most silliest thing ever. As long as it's keeping you in flow, that's all that matters. Because remember, you're unlimited, and this is all just a dream, an illusion, an experience anyway. So you can be as crazy as you want, as silly as you want. If it's keeping you in flow, if it's keeping you in a good energy, if it's keeping you feeling good, that's all that matters. Oh, I love that, Linda. Yes, changing the subject's powerful. Yes, when you can change the subject and just shift the momentum. So, to manifest like clear skin and things like that, you have to focus on things that you love about yourself. Take your attention off of your skin that you think is not clear, because you're so focused on it. That's all you're seeing every day, all the time, and you're just so critical of it. So if you can find things you love about yourself, you take your focus off the skin that's clearing up. Your skin is clearing up, right? You have to start, my skin is clearing up. The more that I focus on my hair or my this or my that, it's clearing up. I'm seeing it get clearer all the time. It keeps getting clearer. So that's the new story you have to tell. But focusing on other things that you love about yourself, anything, work with what you got, you'll notice it's clearing up. But like I said, that has your attention and your focus so much right now. Thanks, Nicole. I've been wanting to wear, I love this red shirt, by the way. And I wanted to this is the color nails I wanted. So I painted them this morning. I was telling the girls this morning. So I actually painted the pink ones red, and then I wore the red shirt, and then I put on the red lipstick. That's really what it is. So here's something funny. I was buying those lashes for a little bit. I stopped. I used them for a couple days. I bought a whole bunch. They were ruining my actual lashes, and I have nice lashes, like natural lashes, and I'm like, I can't buy them because the glue ruins. So it was taking me forever to get. So that's just for anyone that, if you like to put them on, that's fine. But they do kind of like make your actual lashes a little like tacky. And I don't know, I just didn't like it. So I was like, you know what? I'm done with those. So I have to get my natural ones back. Yeah, Nicole, I was bummed because I always was able to my lashes always were pretty nice, and then I put on these lashes and I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to wear them today, and they're like, I have spiders. You know how like you put your mascara on and they're like spiders? I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. Use cleansing balm and coconut oil and it will get the glue off. Okay, Lilani gave us she said use coconut oil use cleansing balm and coconut oil and it will get the glue off. I was washing them using that tail I have, trying not to be too rough. And then I do have some type of a makeup remover, but it still was like, it took a couple days for the stickiness to like really get out. I just like to do fun things like when it comes to makeup. So, but I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just going to not do those anymore. Hi, Strength from New York. Yeah, you can, literally. You can focus on your fingers and your, like, whatever you like about yours, anything. But you have to keep telling the new story. You can even look at pictures of clear skin. I'll tell you right now, you know why I have clear skin? I'm not kidding. It's because of TikTok. I'm telling you. TikTok has a filter, and now to me, I always look like that. It's like, it has like a retouch filter. Now, granted, you go on your iPhone and you're like, who the heck am I? Does anyone ever do that? You go on your iPhone? Because it literally like inverts your face completely, and it's like, who is that? Who is that girl? I don't even know if I'm ever going to do a live on YouTube because it inverts your face. Like, I don't like it. I'm like, ugh. Yeah, well, you can change it. I know. Like, I'll do that, but I don't really take pictures of myself anyway. But I'm saying, like, the TikTok, like, when I do Zooms and stuff, it's... Actually, the Zooms, I don't notice it that much for some reason. I wonder if that switches it. It's whenever I just, like, look in the camera and I'm like, whoa, who's that girl? That ain't... that. I don't know who she is. Right? Like, what the heck? It's so funny. I'll tell you, you really become a very humble person when you put on that iPhone. You're just like, I'm like, wait a minute. I thought I had a pretty even face, but I don't know what's going on there. When I tell you the inverted face setting, girl, we all been there. And I'm telling you, it's so funny. I laugh at it now. I crack up. Because I'm like, I don't know. Why do you look so strange in it? Why? Like, not even my part looks weird. It's like everything is crooked or something. Everything. I don't know what they do to you in that or what that really does, but it's just so strange. Girl, I'm the same way. And you know, your mind is so powerful because I remember being like so aware of that. And then I seen a video of a girl say, this thing will make you really just think you look nothing like you think you look. And she was teasing it, and I was reading all the comments, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I'm not alone, that I felt that way too. Girl, Sincere, go look at my TikToks. I said I look like a different person all the time. Like, my hair pulled up, I look different. At nighttime when I don't like have as much makeup on, and I answer questions throughout the whole day. So I always look at, I'm like, damn, these people probably think like, who's that girl? She's like 8 different people. Yeah, I know. They say that. They say the inverted version is how one actually looks. But to me, that's a belief I ain't buying into. Absolutely not. You know why? Because when like I get pictures taken with my friends and groups and stuff like that, I feel like I look fine there. It's just like that close up. You know why? Because like my daughter's like, Mom, you look nothing like that. Like when I look at it, she's like, you look nothing like that photo. So I'm like, I ain't buying into that one. Heck no. Yeah, and you know, Linda, like what you're saying about I'm not going to let anything or anyone determine the way I feel. And you know what? It's the best part about this though is we know what to do if it happens. That's what I always say. Like, you now know what to do because you have these tools in your back pocket, right? So, because we're still human and everybody around us has different beliefs. And if God forbid you drop for just a second, you can just magnetically draw in something that just doesn't serve you. But now you know what to do. And it's easy to feel good. It's easy to feel good. And you only need to feel good to manifest at rapid speed. And, you know, something new that I've been doing more recently is, like I said, I've been really focusing on what I want. Like now that I got it kind of nailed down a little bit, at least for now, you know, things change. I'm really focused on those things all the time. So it's like I go from, all right, what can I do to feel good? Do my life, live my life, and then I go to what I want. And I go back to that and I read that and then I go and I have pictures and stuff. And it took me a while to get to that point because I still had to get clear. I wasn't clear. I just knew my most abundant timeline exists. And that's all I was moving towards. I wanted to feel good though. I wanted to master that first and understand the energetics of all this and how to balance out the energy. So that's what I was doing at first, learning these ways to constantly be in alignment. Knowing that I am the creator of my own reality. This is all projection of my consciousness. And I get to have whatever I want. Like, just always remind yourself that you get to have whatever you want, right? So, and I'm creating it all through me. It's all coming through me. So you're not going to settle for anything less. Feeling good will help you get more clear. And feeling good is what you want anyway, right? So the more you do that, you get more clear. And then you're able to like really narrow it down. Your world gets smaller, and that's a good thing. Because now you're focused more on really what you want, constantly looking at those things. And like that can change, so don't be too worried about it or feel pressure. Because I always say, what if I change my mind? That's all right. You just have a little rough draft of like, this is what I would really want to experience. Go look at those things, put some pictures in it, and then go live your life listening to music, doing your thing, keeping yourself in a good energy, a good mood. That's it. That's how you're going to be living your life now. And like you'll just consistently move towards best and better, and you'll be feeling good, living life. And like I said, it's easy to feel good. It's easy to feel good. Don't think it's hard. You could like I said, being kind to others, listening to good music that you like to listen to, drinking your favorite drink, drinking your tea, enjoying your dinner, cooking dinner if you like to cook dinner, right? Dancing around the house. I love to clean. That's one of my things. Like I love cleaning. Last night I did that. I put on music. And I was not in bad energy. I was just kind of bored. And I was like, I don't know what to do with the rest of my night. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put on some music and I'm going to really clean this house. I can clean my house all day. I'm like, and I'm going to really clean this house. And that's what I did. And I was in such a good energy. And you know that's magnetic energy right there. But we don't got to do anything crazy to be in that energy. It's not like you don't have anything to prove. There's no rules. It's not like, oh, I got to work more on my job. I got to work more on my this. I got to work. No, like literally go wash your face, put some face cream on, blast the music, put your hair up in a bun. I know this is for the girls, but you guys can do the same too. And just freaking clean your house and blast the music. Guess what? You are in the best energy right there. The best energy. I know. I love the oldies. Yeah, girl. Whatever I look good in, Rosen. I'll play around with those filters till it's good. Oh my God, that's so funny, Ashley. I mean, not for nothing, but even in these cameras, you can look totally different. You get yourself in a weird angle or weird, like you play around with it enough. It's all in how you know, girls, you know, when you go get your group shots with your friends, you're like, put the camera up high. Cause you know, like someone else is like, you ever get the person that like is looking up at you for your picture? You're like, no, you can't do that. You got to be standing on the top of that table. You got to get that ladder out. Go get the ladder, get on the top of that ladder and take our pictures. We're all the way down here. And then we look like little dots. You remember, like, I remember always getting the pictures with the girls, and like you do the arm thing, and your arm, so your arm was thin, and you'd have to like stretch it out, right? And then we'd be looking at them 100 times. No, take another one. I don't like, or I always like this angle. This was always my angle. Like, I would be like, no, I can't be on that side. I gotta be on this side. Like, this side, I never liked it. It's like, no, gotta be on this side. Oh, go out. You can go out. Kira, I'm having resistance about going out because I feel like it's going to ruin my... Nothing can ruin your manifestation. I don't know what you're listening to. I don't know where these thoughts... Like, I never understood this, and I guess it's because people don't get that. Like, your desire is coming from you. It's already yours. You're already living it in another reality, literally. I'm not kidding. Like, it's already done. Nothing can ruin your manifestation. Having fun and going out with friends, if that's what you're saying, is probably the best thing you can do for yourself. Being in a good energy, having fun, that is a good thing. That is going to keep you in a good... You only have to be in a good energy to keep moving towards what you want. Everything you want is done, right? If you feel like you want to go out and that feels good to you, go out. Don't second guess it, because that causes the discomfort. It's that wavering in, should I or shouldn't I? I'm going out and I'm going to have the best time ever, and stick to that. Nothing can ruin your manifestations. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's done. That's it. That's it. Tyra. Remember, like, there's so many information out there. That's why. So, like, you may be thinking, like, oh, I should never go out, and I shouldn't. If you're feeling that, you trust yourself, guys. Like, I speak off my experience and where I'm at. And I always say this. You don't have to, if I would say to you, you should probably stay in and be with yourself and your own energy, and that didn't feel good to you, I don't want you to listen to that. I want you to trust yourself. You got to trust what feels right for you. I've listened to so many people that I love that have great messages on here. And sometimes they say something that I literally don't resonate with. And I say, no, I don't think I want to do that. It's because people are speaking just off that moment, that inspired whatever they're feeling to say in that moment. It's not always wrong, because that's what this experience is. You get to choose. You get to choose in that moment what you resonate with. Hey, Nathan! Nathan's going to say, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Right? So it's all just here for you to choose from. You are your own energy. This is why you practice alignment. This is why you practice becoming very secure and stable in who you are. Because then you get, I am the creator, and these are all just things coming to me, and I get to choose. Like, these are all just other people's lives and opinions and their experiences, and I get to choose from them what I want in mine. I get to build up my own story. So you use things around you. You're just using them. Yeah, I would like to have a little bit of that. I'd like to have a little bit of this. Oh, that would be fun. I'd like to have this. This is this. But you have to practice your own alignment, though, and stableness and security first, right? To be able to understand that I create everything. I get to have whatever I want. Whatever I want. Whatever I want is done in this moment. It's 100% done. I always say that. It's 100% done. Go write it down on a piece of paper. Look at it from time to time, but really get good at practicing alignment, feeling good now. Then you'll start really focusing on it, and let me tell you, it will speed into your existence. It will speed into your experience. Here's the thing, you'll even get more clear on it. You'll start building up that thing. You'll be like, oh, I'm going to add this to it. Oh, I'm going to add that to it. But your main goal will always be alignment and feeling good and keeping yourself in a good mood and a good energy all the time. Even as things start to manifest, I'm telling you, even as things start to manifest, it really comes down to me doing what I can do to keep myself in a good mood and a good energy. Always, always, always. That will always win every time. So those things will manifest. Don't worry about that. Hey, you go have fun and live your life, because that's really what it's all about. That's what it's about. Right, Mike? All of our peeps. How are you, Nathan? Right, Linda. Yes, exactly. Yes. Because you're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to feel good. Like, that's your truth. Oh, yay, Nathan. And you'll start to see it, because you end up seeing it in your own experience of how powerful it is just to be in a good energy, because it's being reflected back to you at all times. And again, allow these old stories to play out, because yes, they feel like they catch us out of nowhere, right? We all been there, nobody hasn't, but we know what to do now. We just relax our bodies, we work with it. I love the working with it. I'm working with it. Yeah, it might shake me for a moment, but I'm going to find a way to work with it to keep me in flow, because that's what matters to me. I got to be in flow all the time. I feel bad. Nathan jumped on, and I'm going to jump off in a minute, because I got to get to the food store. Hi, Pixie. I feel like people always pop on here when I have to jump off. I work for... I don't know, Cece. We'll see. I'll see how the day goes. I might jump on. Yesterday I was on here twice. Oh, you look amazing, Linda. Oh my gosh, without a doubt. I know, guys. I know, I want to do a Zoom again. Maybe this weekend, Linda, I'll set one up for us to do and hang out. No, so much. Yeah. So I'll answer this question. So advice. Okay. So when it comes, so that's the big thing right there. What you just said in your comment is there's so much information. So it's very easy. It's very, very easy. So now you know that you are unlimited. You create your own reality. You get to have whatever you want, right? The main thing you're doing is knowing that whatever you want's done, whatever you want to experience is done. I always say, like, write it down on a piece of paper, just kind of put it to the side. The only thing you're doing, it's like, this is ridiculous, because like there's so much information out there. You gotta actually step away from a lot of this. I say all of it. I know it's not easy because it's very addictive to want to keep researching. You gotta get yourself in a good energy. That's your practice to manifest. It sounds really silly, doesn't it? Like, you got to practice get yourself in a good energy and a good mood. You really don't want to research, because there's so much limiting information out there on manifesting, on how to manifest. You're never not manifesting. You're just now aware of it. You're aware that you manifest now because you're being told that you create your own reality. You can have whatever you want. So now that you're being told it, you're thinking it's harder than what you've already been doing. And people will teach you you got to reprogram. And no. You got to get yourself in a good energy, a feel-good energy. Write down what you want. Those things will manifest in the most beautiful way, amazing way. They will shock you. They will surprise you. They will amaze you. And the more you're in a good energy, you can do anything to be in a good energy. Anything to be in a good energy. The more you get in that good energy, you're going to be adding to those things as well. You're going to get more, oh my gosh, this would be cool to have. That'd be cool, because your awareness is open up to all of the possibilities for you. But when you're researching too much, you're going to make this way harder. And I know it's an addictive thing for people to think that it's harder than just feeling good, but it's only feeling good. Listen to music that you love. going out with your friends, doing things that you like, cleaning your house, like I always say, putting on makeup, wearing your cute outfits, whatever it is that you like to do to feel good, working out. You're unlimited. You are unlimited. What's going to happen the more that you feel good is you're going to be dropping all the things that don't serve you anymore are going to be falling away because your focus is more on feeling good and doing things that feel good and maintaining that good energy. That's what it's about. That's what it's all about, is getting yourself in a good energy and maintaining that good energy. Whatever you can do to maintain that good energy. If you need extra guidance with those types of things, I tell people the Facebook group that I have, my YouTubes, go back to listening to all my YouTubes on my TikTok lives on YouTube. And what else? I feel you'll love all the lives on there. I have so many. They're so good. And I know there's so much information out there. It's very limiting information. It's very limiting. Just know that whatever you want is done. You can look at it if you want from time to time. It's done. It's literally done. And focus on getting yourself in a good energy, because good energy will bring you so much clarity. Good energy will help you understand that I create everything in my reality. You're going to start getting back amazing reflections. So go back to the YouTube. Go to the YouTube, watch a lot of the lives. Facebook group, if you have any questions moving forward. Plus, you can go back to look at a lot of other people's questions. You'll learn a lot from that kind of stuff too. Yeah, I would say start there. And then scroll through my videos. Scroll through a lot of my videos. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Don't research too much. You're going to be overwhelmed, confused. And granted, let me just say, they're not all wrong. I think it's just, a lot of people are people teach it based off where they're at. That's why. So they're not right when they say memory board, this and that, because that's all great. That's all great. But the number one thing and the only thing you really have to do is get yourself in a good energy, because everything else will start to click and make sense when you can maintain a good energy. I know I create everything. Everything's coming from me. I'm unlimited. I can be doing anything I want. Those things are done in the best way possible. Get yourself in a good energy, because you'll gain so much clarity from that. So much clarity. And then I talk a lot about relaxing, doing relaxing practices and taking pauses throughout the day, those types of things. And you'll find a lot of that in the Facebook group and in the videos, like the lives and stuff on YouTube. But you're going to see, everybody's going to see, it all comes down to feeling good. Once you start to feel good, you connect. You're connected to that guidance within. You're so clear-minded. It really is only about feeling good. That's it. That's it. All right, I'm going to jump off, guys. Crawfish. Girl, I don't like any seafood. I don't like seafood. My kids do. I don't. So that's seafood, isn't it, Ashley? The Facebook group, go to my link. You'll see it. You just click on it. I think it's in there. Star. Check my link. Go all the way down. It'll say, it's called Create Your Best Life, and you can see my picture on there. It's an old picture, but if you want to look it up, you can look it up too. Oh, of course, Nathan, you too. I'll be back this weekend. I don't even like shrimp. I always wanted to like seafood, though. I did. I wanted to. Is that weird? But because everybody likes it. And we do my brother does this big seafood thing every summer. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm not, I'll bring wings. Because I don't like it. But everybody in my family likes seafood. Except me. I think my daughter doesn't really like it either, so she might be my only one. Yeah, we do like this whole big seafood thing at my brother's, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna sit here and eat my wings. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off. I'll see you guys later. No problem, Star. Star, how are you not in it? How are some of you guys not in that Facebook group? The Facebook group's awesome because so many of all of you guys have been on it for so long. So you are actually helping the new peeps jump in, like I was saying today, and you are answering all these questions. I'm like, I don't even have to answer these questions anymore because you are answering them. All right, I love you guys. No way, Rosen. That's so cool. Nathan don't even know his Facebook password. I know. It's the worst. All right, let me jump off, guys. Everybody have a great rest of the day. Love you guys.